some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Detroit
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers, as Ron Renneke has his guys lined up like this. They'll go to work against this fellow right here, Venezuelan-born right-hander Anibal Sanchez. And a quick look now at the defensive alignment behind him for Detroit. Gene Segura makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
The 1-0 pitch. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. Now the 2-0 home. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Ready with the 2-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. 2-2. Now a ball lined towards center field. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Oh, that's great contact right there to start this ball game. Well, we won't get anything to show for it, but at least you go back to that dugout thinking, yeah, I am all over this guy.
Scooter Gennett will get his first opportunity now. First pitch coming. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
The next pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Davis is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, we all know it here in Detroit. It's a big ballpark. 420 out there to dead center. He's got plenty of room to range back there and just put it away. Well, he just hit that to the wrong part of the ballpark.
Ryan Braun will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This has been just the kind of start you hope for in a game 1.
And the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Chris Davis will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
Maybe the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
1-0 on the way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
The 2-0 on the way. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Whew, that's a gift.
Fouled back. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Cabrera will put this one away, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leads 1. The Tigers coming up. No score. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers now. They'll go to work against the man you see there, veteran right-hander Kyle Loesch. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. Rajay Davis will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading out for the Tigers, center fielder, Rajay Davis.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis waits on the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes a 1-2. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Try again, 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Well, we know he's got that sinker because we saw it right there. As for the rest of his pitches, here's the scouting report as to what we can expect to see moving forward. Jose Iglesias will get his first shot at it here. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside.
Here comes the 1-0. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that's off the left field wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Nearly gets his first home run of the postseason, and I'll tell you, he didn't miss this thing by much. Here you see it. He just hits this one airborne, and this thing just doesn't quite have enough to get out of here. But it does have plenty to get him into second base, and now he's got himself a double.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game 1. You get the scoreless top half, and now right away you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
The 1-0 home, and this will be fouled away. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball. But even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Now the 1-2, fouled straight back. Another 1-2, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. Two-two pitch on the way. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And with 2 away here in game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course of the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Victor Martinez will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. And here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He's ready now to pitch. And a good pitch there as he has to fight this one off to the left, and the count moves to 0-2 now. He's set now to pitch. And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here he comes on 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Yeah, he's got a base open, but I don't think you want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
3-2, here it is. Opposite field to left, and that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, and you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. It's hooking fast, but it's going to stay fair as it's inside the left field foul pole, a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. His first homer here in the series, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Gomez is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. But not before 3 cross the plate for the Tigers on the strength of this 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 Tigers. Adam Lind will stand in now for the first time here in this World Series, and he's a guy this club really needs to get going.
Yeah, it's been a tough October for him so far. He just seemed a little overmatched in the games that we've watched. It looks like he's just trying too hard, and sometimes that just puts more pressure on you.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
1-0. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Sanchez readying the 1-1. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away.
Batting center fielder number 27, Carlos Gomez.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. The 1-0. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. Well, right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
That's a tough part of this game right here. You do everything right and get donuts. Absolutely nothing for it. You see, he goes with the pitch well, drives it the other way, but it's directly to the second baseman. He barely has to move.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Here it comes. Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. Cespedes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone in order of the Brewers. They trail it here 3-0. Ian Kinsler will start things off in the bottom of the second. Now here's the first pitch. Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball one.
You can do it.
Now the 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Ready now on 1-1. Chance for the third baseman, Ramirez. And a good throw gets him one gone. Nick Castellanos will stand in. First pitch to him. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumb. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Well, this was just going to be a tough play one way or the other. As you see him ranging towards the hole just to get to this ball, but then he can't right himself in time to make an accurate throw, and they're going to hit him with an E4.
Rajay Davis will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. First pitch coming. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
1-0 pitch now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, remember, this inning, it should be over. He's trying to find that fourth out. He's having trouble with the strike zone.
2-0 count, the pitch. Here's a bouncing ball now, headed for the shortstop, Segura. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Yeah, I think this has got to be an infield single. You see the reaching attempt there at short. Even if he fields this ball cleanly, there's no guarantee they were going to get him at first. And this is indeed going to be a base hit.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. From the stretch. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Tigers strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Aramis Ramirez is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Third baseman, Aramis Ramirez.
First offering on the way. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. And here's a ball swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Ramirez.
I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
The 0-2 now from Sanchez. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. It's sharply here and into right field, and that's their first hit of the night.
Batting ninth, right fielder.
Here's that sequence again. They get ahead with strike one. Then a swinging strike two has him deep in the hole, but then that's a good take on 0-2. They follow that with a good pitcher's pitch that he bites off and fouls away. And then they get him to chase that fifth pitch, but lo and behold, he gets good wood on it and drives it for a solid knock.
Gerardo Parra will dig in here. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. On at first is Ramirez with nobody out. He waits. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias, one away.
This ball is not hit all that hard, but still, that's a nice job of ranging back onto the outfield grass to take it in.
Gene Segura standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. The 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Runners on first with one down. Comes set, now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Here he comes on 3-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And no shot there for Cabrera. It's a fair ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Yeah, and this ball's hit right down the line and not fair by a whole lot. You can see the umpire right on it to make the call. And he gets it right as this ball is fair by not more than a foot or so.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. First and second now, one man out. Come on, 1-0 on the way. 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Here comes the 2-0. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now the relay home. The tag is there from Avila, and he's out at home plate. Ryan Braun will try and cash in on this two-out rally as he's got a couple of men in scoring position with two away. Now the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Yeah, even with two on and two away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Pause, now the pitch. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
What, are you kidding me?
Runners at second and third with two gone. 1-1 on the way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Here's the 1-2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three and the inning is over. Golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local station. Miguel Cabrera makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Davis is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Victor Martinez will stride in again. Singled and later scored his first time. Now the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
Now here it comes. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
The 1-1 to Martinez. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, another good at-bat right here. He's sacrificing those power stats for a little on-base percentage, and he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Nothing wrong with that.
Yoenis Cespedes will get another shot to do some damage. He had the 3-run homer his first time around. First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 with 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And you can't really say he's been dominant on the mound, but when he moves his pitches around, that's what makes him so effective. And this at-bat right here, great example of what I'm talking about.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, I think he's getting frustrated with his inability to get ahead of hitters. This is not the kind of guy you want to fall behind 2-0.
2-0 on the way. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Tigers lead 1. They lead it 3-0. Chris Davis will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Left fielder, Chris Davis.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Davis waits on the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 2-2 offering. This is foul right side. Here comes a 2-2. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Full count pitch on its way. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lined into left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some Major League playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Adam Lind will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Look out, watch the movement.
First pitch on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit on the ground for the first baseman Cabrera. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
Carlos Gomez will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
He's ready now. The pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
A man at third with 1 away. The 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers nothing. Ian Kinsler will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 1-1. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. And this will be taken in out there by Gomez for the first out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. Nick Castellanos will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Swing that bat, Nick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now pitch pulled on the ground over to Ramirez at third. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Yeah, not a great throw that time. Here's the play at first. You see him stretch out that right leg to try and take this one out of the dirt, but it winds up going in and out of the glove.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And that's through, a base hit.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need, and it finds a hole. Now he's got two men on to deal with and only one away.
Here's Rajay Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. As a look, now the pitch. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Gomez is there, two gone. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with two gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with two away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with two outs.
Jose Iglesias will get a shot here with two on and two out here in the fourth. And here's the first pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. He's set, now the pitch. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
And with two outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Runners at the corners, two men out. Big pitch here, 1-2. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. The 2-2 coming. A ball hit hard to the left side. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
That two-out hit there makes that error loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Miguel Cabrera will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Here's the 1-0. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Trouble spot here, the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Now the 3-0 offering. That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but still a long road back from here.
Here he comes, 3-1. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Lenicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And a new pitcher will come on, as that'll be all for Kyle Loach. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Tyler Thornburg is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Victor Martinez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. First pitch to him. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
This is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
He's set, now the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swinging the ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here comes a 1-2. Out in front as he pulled this one down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Aramis Ramirez will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
First offering on the way. And this inning begins with a pitch chopped foul at home plate. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
The 0-2 now from Sanchez. Iglesias now at short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
And that's why you love this guy playing short for you. Excellent range, and he's going to show off that hose, too. That's a nice play.
In is Gerardo Parra. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Now Parra awaits the 1-0 pitch. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
1-1 pitch on the way. 1-1 pitch is lifted in the air out to right. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Gene Segura will dig in. He singled his last time around. First pitch coming. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And the pitch. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Cespedes will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Now the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. A 2-1 offering. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Here now the 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. J.D. Martinez waits on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled back. The next 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a line drive to left. Davis has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Here's J.D. Martinez. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there.
The next pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Here comes the 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
The pitch. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop 3rd strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, that curveball is really moving now. He gets him to swing right over the top of it, and then you're going to see the nice work behind the plate to do a little cleanup back there, and then get the putout down at first.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
1-0 on the way. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And no problem for the former Gold Glover Parra, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're in front 4-0. Scooter Gennett will start it out here for Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow.
Scooter Gennett.
Now the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Sanchez readying the 1-1. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
And on a night when the temperature is in the 40s, this one's going to sting for a while. No doubt about that.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Sanchez coming up on pitch number 71 so far. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
1-2. Hammered the other way to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
These guys haven't had a whole lot of solid contact so far, but he says, hey, Steve, I'll show you some solid contact right here. This ball nearly gets out of the ballpark, but it winds up off the wall. They've got a good shot at their first run here as he's into second base with a double.
Chris Davis will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Let's go, Tigers!
First pitch coming. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Stop him right here!
Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2 now.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
The 2-0. In there, 2-1.
Well, it's just game one of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
1 out and a runner on second base. Here it comes, 2-1. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now another 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Another try at 2-2. A Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Here's the full count offering. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a liner, but foul. Payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Boy, try as he might, he could not put this guy away. And this has got to be the at-bat of the game so far. To make a guy burn through that many pitches and still come out of it with a walk, well, that's a 5-star at-bat in my mind.
Adam Lind will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that 1 key hit.
Let's keep him right there.
Lind awaits the 0-1. That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
No runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors thus far from Milwaukee. The 3-1 is on the way. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Boy, these guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Carlos Gomez will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. First pitch on the way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. One 0. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Now the 2-0. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Castellanos will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. first pitch coming. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. The 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a fastball for a strike, and from 2-0, it's back to 2-2.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Here's the 2-2 home. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Here's Rajay Davis now, as he lines this one out to center, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Seventh inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Davis is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Aramis Ramirez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0 now to Ramirez. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
One out, nobody on.
Let's go, Tigers!
Hitters count 2-0. Hold strike on the change, 2-1. one of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Gerardo Parra waits on deck. Now the 3-1. That misses for ball 4. Down to first goes Ramirez.
We're about to the point in the game where you can tell it's starting to tire a bit out there, no doubt about it. If you look at the numbers on your screen, 3 walks allowed now, they'll have to start to consider a change here pretty soon.
Gerardo Parra will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Gene Segura will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Here comes the 2-0. Grounded fouled off to the right. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
And with that tying run on deck, you should get something good to hit right here, 3-1. If it's me, I'm looking for a fastball middle in.
On the way. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Kinsler for 1. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Brewers strand 1. They trail here 4-0. Jose Iglesias start things off in the inning for Detroit. They'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck. Here's the first offering. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And now a pitch on the way. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here's another 0-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Here comes another 0-2. Out to short for Segura, who is left. He's up with it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now here it comes. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
The designated hitter, number 41,
Victor Martinez will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Chopper, foul. From the stretch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 to Martinez. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A two-run shot for Victor Martinez. His first homer so far in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
When you're pitching this deep into a ball game and give up a home run like that, you got to be kicking yourself. There's no way that you can give up those kind of home runs. You got to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Chris Perez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ballgame. A three-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Here it comes. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
1-0 pitch now. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now the 1-1. Grounded, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a line drive. No, I take that back. It gets by him. Oh, and it goes right under the glove as he can't even knock it down.
Well, if you're looking for a reason why this club is losing, hit 3 errors so far in the game. and the fundamentals, they're just nowhere to be found right now.
J.D. Martinez will dig in. Strikeout victim as last time. First offering on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
He waits. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready? Now the pitch. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Now the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Now he tries to hold back on the check swing, but this is popped foul. The 1-1 home. And this is fouled straight back. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Two. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And Gomez will make the catch, and the inning is over. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Tigers 6 and the Brewers nothing. Scooter Gennett will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired. Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Ryan Braun will dig in. He doubled his last time. First pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Now, here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Here's the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now.
You've got to wonder if fatigue's becoming a bigger factor here to start the eighth.
Here he comes on 2-1. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cespedes will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Chris Davis will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch coming. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And the runner will score from first.
Oh, and all good things must come to an end, I guess. The shutout disappears here in the late going as he really cranks this baseball. He says, I'm going to end this shutout with just a few style points to go along with it as well, as he's all the way up to third base with a run-scoring triple.
Adam Lind will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
And now with that runner on third, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
1-0 on the way. And he got him to swing early as this is skied out toward right. The catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. But the Brewers do pick up a run here on the RBI triple. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Tigers 6 and the Brewers 1. Nick Castellanos will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. First pitch coming. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And it's gone! It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
The catcher, number 13, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Here's the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. The 2-1 to 2-2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Gomez comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Rajay Davis will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. Now the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. They're 1-2 with 1 away. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. Start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Here it comes. And that's off his leg on the mound. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Brendan Kinsler will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Jose Iglesias will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch on the way. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's a 1-0. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Two sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You've got to think this has to be a fastball here.
3-0 is on the way. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
Runner at first here, one man out. Here comes the 3-1. Oh, he got under the 3-1 a bit as this is in the air out to right. Parra is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, number 24,
Miguel Cabrera will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Here's the first offering. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. A runner on first with two away. Has a look, now the pitch. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
So 1-1 home to Cabrera. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there, base hit.
Yeah, a nice effort here at third. He gets on it pretty quickly. Maybe if he's a foot taller, he's got a shot, but this one had left field written all over it.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
From the belt, the pitch. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Davis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Tigers get one on this swing of the bat from Nick Castellanos. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. It's the Tigers 7 and the Brewers 1. Al Albuquerque will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Carlos Gomez will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Carlos Gomez.
And the ninth inning will get underway here with a swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. One out, nobody on. The next pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw to first to take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out. Brewers down to their final out now, and that'll bring forth the powerful third baseman, Aramis Ramirez. Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
And the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Here's the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. Go on to first to take care of him, and the Tigers started this World Series on the right foot. They're victorious here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
There to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 7-1. Good night from Detroit.